What we've got here is something very, very interesting. It's like a clock with a vacuum fluorescent display. It's a BSR System X-10/the timer. But it's not really a clock, and it is certainly not an alarm clock, even though it's got pretty much the same general form factor. Simulated walnut-grained enclosure. That's what I paid for it. Unfortunately, the sticker is covering up the model number, although I can still kind of see it. 120 volts, something, something, something. It's got a thing on the bottom called unit code. This right here, I'm not really sure you can see it. If I take my light, now you can see it. That's for the backup batteries. It takes 4 AA's, which is an odd number of AA's for a clock to take. I'm not sure if this is supposed to latch down or not, but it doesn't. We've got this switch here, time of day select unit code. Unit on or off, set time. There's a house code switch thing over here. Display level, which is obviously a brightness control for the vacuum fluorescent display. All lights on now, clear. Daily once security sleep. Doesn't seem like an alarm clock to me. What the X-10 system is, and I'm sure that everybody's figured this out by now, it's a home automation system. What it does is it uses the power line to communicate with little modules. Unfortunately, I don't have any of the modules that would have went with this, and I don't have any other X-10 modules to demonstrate this with. But what they were, there's appliance, there's outlets, there are little fixtures you can screw into your lamp sockets, and I think there are other things as well. But what that will allow you to do is that will allow you, it functions as a timer. You can set it to turn on at a specific time, set it to turn off at a specific time. You can do that daily, once. I'm not sure what security and sleep do. I probably have to read the manual. Don't really know the specifics there. And what you would do, we're going to set the time right now. It's actually 2:36 in the morning. So we can do that fast, or you can do that slow. The buttons are a little bit dirty, but that's okay. And what you would do is you'd select, there are actually instructions right here. So I'm going to follow these. Set the time, slide switch A to time A, blah, 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 that's what I just did. Program unit, slide switch A to desired unit code, and set it to 1. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Set slide switch B to on, and then press these to set the desired time. So for that, for example. And then what you want to do is press daily, once, or security. I'm not sure what sleep would do. So let's press security. We'll see what that does. To complete the on program. Slide switch B to off, and then press these keys. So we'll just set security there and see what it does. Okay, the clear key would clear that. Let's see what on does. These buttons here probably wouldn't really do much. Because obviously I don't have anything hooked up to it, so that's a general idea as to what you would do. And then if you want to clear it out, you push the clear button. So that's basically a general idea as to what it would, how this works. It's a home automation system, and you can see the previous owners actually used this for a fairly large amount of stuff. That's a regular light, I believe, outdoor light. But it's not really outdoor lights. They basically, looks to me like they just kind of used whatever stickers were there. And there's not a sticker here, which is unfortunate. I'm probably going to have to get some white out in order to remove that. But my goal is maybe eventually to use this as part of the studio setup. So, on a weekly basis, I've got a show. So I'd have, something for maybe, let's see. Yeah, you won't really be able to see it. There's too much stuff in the way. But that lava light over there, could use it for that. Could also use it for the cameras. That would be a very interesting thing to do, I believe. You can have up to 8 of them. And there are house code letters I believe up until, what? P. Okay. Well, I'm not really sure what kind of a use that does. I guess that's for, because this would only really apply to one house, I guess. So I don't really know how you would, what kind of a thing that would do. Unless you've got all of your modules are set to one that this isn't, and you don't want to change all the modules, you can just set this to whatever. But I guess there's that. So that's pretty much it. Can't really think of anything else to say about the this. This is the original. This is the BSR, obviously. So this is one of the original controllers for this. Later ones, I believe, were white in color, and they were a lot simpler than this is. I don't even think they had a clock on them. I've never really seen any of the more modern controllers. I've only seen them in photos. So, I think this one's cool. And really the only reason why I picked it up is because it had the vacuum fluorescent display. But I figure I could probably find the modules on something like eBay or something, because I believe that this would work with more modern modules. I don't think there's anything really different that they've changed with the system over the years. But I don't know. I guess we'll see when I get the modules. I haven't ordered any. I'm not really sure if I'm going to, but there you have it. There is the BSR System X-10 timer with vacuum fluorescent display. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off. Hope to see you next time. Until then.